new supply chain shock is spreading across Asia. China's exports of rare earth materials to Japan have reportedly fallen by around 80%, creating serious concerns for Japanese manufacturers and technology companies. The decline comes after Beijing tightened export controls on several critical minerals and rare earth products that are essential for modern industries. As shipments slow down, companies across Japan are racing to secure alternative supplies. The situation highlights a growing reality. In today's world, economic competition is increasingly becoming a national security issue. Rare earth elements may not be household names, but they are essential to modern life. These materials are used in electric vehicles, smartphones, computer chips, wind turbines, advanced batteries, and military equipment. Without rare earths, many of the technologies that power modern economies simply cannot be produced. They are especially important for high-performance magnets used in electric motors, fighter aircraft, missile systems, and advanced manufacturing. That is why countries around the world closely monitor rare earth supply chains. The sharp decline follows new Chinese export restrictions introduced on several critical minerals and rare earth products. China says the controls are necessary for national security and proper management of strategic resources. However, many countries view the measures through a geopolitical lens. The restrictions come during a period of growing tensions between China and several major economies, including the United States, Japan, and European countries. As export approval procedures become stricter, shipments have slowed significantly. For Japanese companies that depend on Chinese suppliers, the impact has been immediate. Japan is one of the world's leading manufacturing powers. The country produces automobiles, advanced electronics, industrial machinery, and precision technology used around the globe. Many of these industries rely heavily on rare earth materials. Although Japan has spent years trying to diversify supply chains, China remains a dominant supplier. As a result, sudden disruptions create significant challenges for manufacturers. Some companies are now reviewing inventories, adjusting procurement plans, and searching for alternative sources. The concern is not only about today's supply shortages, it is also about future supply security. China dominates much of the global rare earth industry. The country controls a large share of global mining, processing, and refining capacity. Even when rare earth minerals are mined elsewhere, they are often processed in China before reaching international markets. This gives Beijing considerable influence over one of the world's most important industrial supply chains. That influence has become increasingly visible as geopolitical competition intensifies. For many governments, the latest export decline is a reminder of how dependent global industries remain on Chinese processing capabilities. Japanese firms are now accelerating efforts to reduce dependence on Chinese supplies. Some companies are exploring suppliers in Australia, the United States, Canada, and Southeast Asia. Others are investing in recycling technologies that can recover rare earth materials from used products. Governments are also becoming more involved. Japan has spent years supporting efforts to diversify supply chains and build strategic reserves of critical materials. The latest disruption is likely to strengthen those efforts even further. The rare earth issue is no longer just an economic story. It has become part of a larger geopolitical competition. The United States, Japan, and several European countries are all working to secure access to critical minerals. At the same time, China is seeking to protect strategic industries and maintain control over key supply chains. As a result, rare earths are increasingly being viewed as strategic assets rather than ordinary commodities. This shift is changing how governments think about trade, industrial policy, and national security.